Hey guys, I'm Wendy at Grace Tire and Service Center. I'm sitting here with my certified mechanic, Brandon. He has 25 years plus experience in the mechanic field. We're going to go into a post that we just recently made on our Facebook page. It's called Honest Question Time. So that question was, if you were to be able to ask your mechanic anything and get a straight, honest answer, what would you ask them? And we're going to answer another question today, and that question is, why are brake jobs so expensive? Brandon?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons why. Quality is one. You can get a cheap brake job, a mid-grade brake job, or a quality brake job. All three of them is going to vary in price, probably anywhere between $60 to $100 or better, probably. A lot of different cars cost a lot of different pricing. Newer cars, you have brake wear pad sensors in them. Some people may not even be aware of that. If you got electronic parking brakes on your car, you have electronic calipers on the back, and that has to be done with a scan tool to deactivate the brake calipers on it, so you can retract them in. And there's a lot of different reasons why. Those are just some of them, but I would have to say probably quality and brake parts would probably be your most price variance.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of our concern too. We have customers that come in and their brakes will be squealing, so they're instantly thinking they need new brakes. Well, when we get it back there, the brakes are in great condition, but they just have a cheaper pad on there. So we do try to go with the best quality pads here. That way you're getting that smoother ride, not all that squealing noise along with that ride. So the prices would vary, and to get your best results would go with a better brand of brake pads.
That is correct. You can, and it happens all the time. People get brakes done a month later, they're squealing, raising cane, just making a lot of ungodly noises. And they have a lot of metallic in them. Organic pads have a lot of metallic. It sound like they're grinding, and you can check the brakes, and the brake pads be at 8 to 10 millimeter of brake pad, which a new one is 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a quality of brake pad, quality of rotor.
Yeah, and they also, the cheaper pads, they kind of produce a lot of dust.
Absolutely.
I've noticed that too as well. We had a vehicle that came in here the other day, and he was, had a lot of dust brake on his wheels and was thinking that his brakes needed to be changed, and his pads were great, but it was just the pads that he had on there. So that's why we recommend going with a better quality with your pads. They just last longer. You're going to get less noise. You're not going to have all that squealing. You're not going to have the dust that gets on your wheels. So that's where, the price differs a lot when it comes to those brake jobs.
One other thing is a lot of people they don't think that they need brake rotors if they haven't been grinding or something like that, where the brake pad is gone to 0 millimeters and it starts grinding. But a lot of people don't think that they need them. They just want to put pads on there. Mm-hmm. And a lot of shops will do that. We don't do it per se, because we know it's going to come back, because we know you're not going to be satisfied with it. And we can resurface rotors, we sell rotors, and it's a better quality job when you match parts together. If you buy a quality pad and a cheap rotor, you're still going to get noise. Mm-hmm. Vice versa, if you buy a quality rotor and cheap pads, it's going to make noise from now on.
I want to, sorry, Brandon.
You just got to match your parts, basically, per car. Some cars have high carbon rotors on them, some don't.
So I want to ask you, I've noticed that when we do get brake jobs that come in, a lot of the customers are wondering, like, why are they getting grooves or those hot spots into the rotors? At what point does that eventually happen? What starts causing that?
Well, that's a very good question, because nobody drives the same. Mm-hmm. Some people drive with 2 feet. Some people run up on another car, slam on the brakes, going up and down hills a lot. And that's what causes hot spots, in which hot spots cause warped rotors. Your steering wheel's shaking like crazy whenever you stop. It's because somebody's been riding the brakes and they're getting them hot.
Mm-hmm. So your pads don't necessarily have to be bad for that to happen.
Exactly. You could have brand new brake pads, brand new rotors, 4 or 5 months down the road, they can be warped because of your driving habits. That's not a manufacturer problem or a shop or technician problem. That's a you problem.
Well, Vernon, I think that was some great response. That was the last question we wanted to answer today. I went in and answered some of my questions that I had about the hot spots and the grooves and the rotors. So I learned a lot from that as well. If y'all would like, y'all can go on Facebook, follow us on our Facebook page, ask any questions that you like. There is a post on there. It's called Honest Questions. And post your question on there and we'll get a quick response for you on the next video, and we'll see you next time.